The jury selection process in James Whitey Bulger's trial took a new turn today. Prosecutors and defense attorneys are now pouring through hundreds of questionnaires from potential jurors. Our Alysha Palumbo has been following this case. Inside the courtroom, she joins us live from Boston with more. Alysha.
Well, Latoya, there were no hearings inside court today pertaining to the Bulger case. Attorneys were extremely busy looking at these juror questionnaires. Now, I spoke to a legal expert who said, well, obviously the trial is very important. It's almost likely it's critical who is put on this jury. As 775 men and women wait to learn whether they've been selected to serve on the 18-member jury in James Whitey Bulger's murder trial, attorneys for both Bulger and the government methodically sift through page after page of juror questionnaires.
Those days will be as important to this trial as any, because those are the people that ultimately will sit and determine Whitey's fate.
Federal court trial lawyer and Mass School of Law Associate Dean Michael Coyne says after attorneys whittle down the jury pool Friday, a much smaller group will be brought in Monday and Tuesday for follow-up questions and eventually narrowed even further with attorney challenges.
That's where the game really becomes very, very important, is who do I use my challenges for cause on, and who do I use my peremptory challenges, which I don't have to state a reason at all.
And Coyne says even though many in this community may see this case as a slam dunk for the prosecution, he believes Bulger has one of a handful of lawyers in the area in J.W. Carney who could sway the jury.
I think he's got a chance against enormous odds in this case, and as he starts to connect, what defense lawyers want to do is have the jury see their client as a person.
That has already begun as Bulger was introduced to all the prospective jurors in unassuming casual clothing, even exchanging pleasantries with the jury pool.
I think they see someone different than some of the information that they've heard so far. I mean, first of all, he's 80 years old. He's not this mean-looking, at least, killer that he's been portrayed in the media for decades.
But Coyne says clearly the evidence in this case will be extremely difficult to overcome.
The government has crafted a very broad, sweeping indictment. The crimes that are alleged are over a period of 30 years, which means there's an awful lot of evidence.
Now, attorneys from both sides will meet with the judge here at federal court at 10 a.m. on Friday to go over what they've learned from those juror questionnaires and begin the process of dismissing jurors in this case. Latoya?
Alysha Palumbo live for us at the federal courthouse in Boston. Thank you. And of course, we will continue to follow this case for you here on NECN and NECN.com. And Alysha will be tweeting live from inside the courtroom as the proceedings go on. You can follow her. Her handle is @AlyshaNECN.